Hi, I'm Eric.
And I'm Dick. We're the annuity guys.
Dick, modified endowment contracts or annuities, what's best here?
Yeah.
But so the first thing is, what the heck is a modified endowment contract, and why are we talking about it?
Eric, I know that's a little bit of a rhetorical question because we do know what that is. But the amazing thing is when you ask an advisor, let alone individuals, they draw either a blank or they immediately think, well, isn't that like a life insurance thing that you're not supposed to do a modified endowment contract?
You got to check the box that says avoid mecking the policy.
Exactly. And so I guess what's amazing is that that most folks, once they understand how to use a modified endowment contract properly, are like, wow, why didn't anybody tell me about that?
So you're saying there's some benefits to using a modified endowment contract.
Well, and when you compare it to annuities, let's just get one thing out of the way right away. And that is, folks, if you're looking for guaranteed lifetime income, the annuity is probably the better choice.
Probably?
It is the better choice.
I'm going to be definitive. It's the better choice.
If you're looking for safety of principal, growth, many other tax advantages, the modified endowment contract many times wins out.
Right. And obviously, we always talk about annuities being the right place for income and for guaranteeing income for life. Modified endowment contracts usually have other advantages.
Yes, they do.
And when we're thinking about annuities, we usually right now we're talking about the low rate environment.
Yes.
Well, it's kind of refreshing because a lot of these modified endowment contracts, when you look at the cap rates,
they're so much higher.
They're double digits.
2-3 times higher than an annuity. So a lot of folks get discouraged that there are some annuities out there that have some enhanced, growth and that type of thing, and you can get a little better growth. But we often say that to be really fair about it, maybe you're going to average somewhere in that 3-4% range, maybe 5%, with an annuity, and the caps pretty much limit you. The average cap out there is maybe somewhere around 7%.
Oh, I wish that was the average.
No, that's a high, the high cap. But the average is probably what, 4 or 5?
Yeah, I would say 3 to 4. Yeah,
yeah, 3 to 4. Yeah,
it's And here we're looking at the modified endowment contracts. I'd say 10 on the low side.
Yes, up to I've even said 17%.
So the option or the opportunities for gains is significantly
dramatically
enhanced.
better. Yes.
So you then have this chance for better than average gains. Then you're looking at from other safe products.
Right.
They are guaranteed.
Yes.
They have
you've got guarantee of the principal or the premium. I mean, anytime you use an annuity, many folks don't know this, but an annuity is actually a life insurance product. And because they work with actuarial tables and this type of thing.
Lifetime guarantees.
And a modified endowment contract also is a life insurance product.
Right.
And the idea of it is that it can give you, enhanced death benefit guarantees, this type of thing. We see some annuities that do that.
Right.
But this can actually pretty dramatically increase the growth to your heirs so that they receive a death benefit that's, sometimes double, triple what you put into it. Into that modified endowment contract.
Right, so it's using a life insurance chassis is probably the best way of saying it.
Yes.
To keep its tax deferral ability, so that's the same as what an annuity does.
Right.
So you have if it's constructed properly, you have a minimum amount of death benefit.
Exactly. You want to keep that life insurance cost as low as possible. One of the things, Eric, that really intrigues me about a properly structured modified endowment contract, and all of the companies are different that offer them. All of the companies that have different products within their product lines, and it's how you structure that modified endowment contract. But we've been pretty successful with structuring them with no liquidity charges, with no surrender charges, having high liquidity.
Right, so they're trying to make them fully liquid so that they work. Now, just so you need money, you come and get it.
And to me, that's a huge contrast to annuities, because with an annuity, you are, you're tying your money up with good reason. Many times, over a retirement, and maybe for 10 years, you're obligating yourself to stay with that company. But wouldn't it be nice to be able to put your money somewhere where you can protect it from the market?
Right.
You can get rates that are way better than banks. and have full access to your money.
Yeah, and that's the key. I mean, we talk about the 10% free withdrawal provisions with annuities,
yes,
which is a nice liquidity.
It's good.
But wait a minute, how about 100% withdrawal provision?
Whatever you need, whenever you need it. If you don't like this product, you can pull your money out and put it some other place.
Right, and they come with a lot of the similar riders that you're going to see on annuities for benefits for long-term care. In fact, maybe even enhanced benefits over what you get on annuities because of how it can be structured around a life insurance chassis.
Yes.
So long-term care, chronic care, those types of advantages are available on a MEC.
Exactly, and right now it's getting to where long-term care is getting so expensive to just buy a long-term care policy, and it's also hard to get approved for long-term care. And so you know, to be able to get a long-term care supplement that's sizable, that can actually make a significant difference, you know, if you were in a long-term care situation, this is one of those things that can do that. Now, one thing that we should also mention, one thing I like annuities for, is when you go to get an annuity, anyone can get one. I mean, unless you're at a wrong age.
Right. Well,
not everybody can get a modified endowment contract.
Right. That you do have to qualify.
You do.
You have to be underwritten to make sure that you qualify, because it does have a death benefit provision within it. So you have to qualify. So so they are not available for everybody, although you can typically borrow somebody's life if it really sounds like a good idea for you.
Well, yeah, there are ways to structure those. Again, you know, that gets into using a specialist that understands, you know, how to make these work. You know, if an 85-year-old could potentially get a modified endowment contract and structure it in such a way that he get a lot of the benefits from it, but not pay the high insurance cost.
Yeah.
Eric, one of the other key differences between an annuity and a MEC, or modified endowment contract, is the death benefit and the taxation of that death benefit. Because
tax, I was going to say, when your life insurance is going to pass to your heirs tax-free.
Right.
So annuities.
Well, and with an annuity, typically you're going to get either maybe that income account, which grows a little larger than your
with a few. That's a few
with a few of them, right?
Choice companies,
but that's going to be taxed,
right?
It isn't really tax favored when it comes out.
Right.
Now, with the modified endowment contract, that amount can be double or triple a lot of times what you put in. So it's a substantially larger number, and it goes all tax free to heirs.
So that's a major benefit to a modified endowment.
It is.